But we're staying with that story as the president is looking and visiting various parts of Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape this morning to see the damage that has been caused by the rains that have been seen over the past few days. We take you live now to Kema, where the president is, and our reporter Sipha Kema is there with those details. Sipha, where are you? What is the president seeing at the moment?
Well, where we are is in Kema. That's one of the areas that was affected by the floods. And what we saw inside is one of the temporary shelters, or rather temporary structures that is there, informal structures. And we saw that it washed everything out. And actually the owner of that structure was actually telling us that inside the house, the same thing has happened. They've lost everything. He was saying that even his daughter's books for school, who started studying nursing, it's all gone. And the president, and he was also explaining some of the issues that he's been facing and battling with, but unfortunately we didn't quite catch most of the conversation because we were only allowed inside just as they were wrapping up. However, the president insisted on coming to this house just to see what exactly the gentleman was talking about. I know earlier on you had actually played a clip where he made a promise to that community that's currently being accommodated at the UCR church, saying that the government is here to help. That's what he's been saying since he started his address, saying that they will not neglect those that have been left destitute. Now, the Minister of Human Settlements was actually informing the people that are housed at that church that she first apologizes for taking so long to move them out of the temporary shelter, which is the church. Thereafter, they're going to be moved to student residence. She says it was a struggle to find some form of accommodation here in Gqeberha that can house them for at least the 21 days that is needed for the temporary shelters to be erected in the land that has been earmarked by the local government. And that's exactly what is about to happen. We can see there is the president now moving out. You can see with some of his security is coming up with the premier, of course, here as well. I think let's grab the premier quickly here for a quick one. Now, premier, of course, president here to conduct evaluation as well. But we do know officially a state of disaster has been declared in the Eastern Cape. We're hearing about the, relocation of those that are being housed or those in low-lying areas. Looking between 30 days for that to happen, of course. How are we looking in terms of other forms of assistance like psychology?
Well, as we have said, we have put together the kind of a consolidated support package, psychosocial support, reaching out to all affected families and individuals. We are relocating people who have been displaced into their own proper houses, temporary shelter, so that we can give them a decent shelter within 30 days. So we are currently working on that. As you see that the president is here for monitoring. The president is here to monitor the work that we are doing. All ministers are on the ground to ensure that all what the president has committed will be done, as we have been working for the last 2 days. So far so good, but a lot of challenges, you can see. It's not a small thing. Infrastructure has been disrupted.
All right, so thank you. That's the Premier of the Eastern Cape, Oscar Mabuyan. Now, the President had said that as far as evaluating how much this will cost, the government is looking at about 5 to 6 billion rand so far, although they're not yet done tallying up the extent of damage that has happened. But of course, this is not just for the Nelson Mandela Bay. This is also regards to the other parts of the Eastern Cape as well.